Alright, so we just got a ton of information about the K-Pop Demon Hunters collaboration that arrives tomorrow in Fortnite. I can't wait. So you can see the Demon Rush game mode. This is going to be the new rendition of Horde Rush. Comes out tomorrow as well. There is a downloadable update tonight. And as of this video, it's 15 hours and 7 minutes until it arrives. So we've got a trailer today, we've got some of the leaked accessories. We already know what all the skins look like because number one, they were leaked yesterday, and number two, they're in the trailer. Among other cool things that I'm going to talk about in this video. So first of all, the trailer. It is copyrighted because it plays one of the songs from the movie, but I can mute it and still break it down for you. So first of all, this is the key art for the trailer. This is what the official Fortnite YouTube account used for the thumbnail as well. So this is straight out of the actual movie key art. That is insane. And this is in Fortnite, which looks exactly like the movie did. I think this is one of the most accurate representations for a collab we've ever had. Seeing this image would be no different than seeing the key art for the official movie is what I'm trying to say. They look amazing. And you can see their pickaxes on full display there, just like the weapons they use in the movie. If you can't tell, I'm super hyped about this. One of my favorite movies of this year. So let me read you the description before we break down the trailer. It says, on October 2nd, which obviously is tomorrow, jump into the new Demon Rush limited time mode to take on the demons to seal the Han Moon. Now, if you haven't seen the movie, the Han Moon is this magical barrier that the K-Pop Demon Hunters created. So Huntrix, the three girls, created this to protect the human world from these demons. So it's actually woven from the souls of people, activated by the collective song and spirit of Demon Hunters. And it always needs reinforcement. So I guess the goal is to make a golden Han Moon, and we'll see that actually in the trailer in a minute, to permanently seal the demon realm. But a little spoiler, if you've seen the movie, it actually turns into this rainbow-colored Han Moon. So regardless, it's like a big bubble. A shield bubble, in fact. Then it says, the action doesn't stop there. Try out the new Rumi's Empowered Sword, Zoe's Golden Bubble Shield. Hey, we just talked about that. Take a snack break with Mira's Extra Spicy Ramen. And teleport around the island with the Derpy Teleporter Mask in Battle Royale, Blitz, and Reload. Check out the Huntrix in the item shop. So I'll be getting these skins early tomorrow morning. I don't think they're going to be available until the item shop tomorrow night. But like I said, I will have early access to them. But who knows, sometimes when we get these kind of updates and collabs, then the skins are in the item shop right away after downtime. I'm not 100% sure. I think they're going to be in the item shop later tomorrow night, but sometimes, like I said, they do surprise us. Okay, so now let's take a look at the actual trailer because it reveals quite a bit, but remember it is copyrighted, so I did have to mute it. So we start out with the three main characters, the Huntrix girls, gliding down, and you can see the map looks extremely dark. There's a visible, almost purplish, and then pink in the center hue to the entire island. We get a little speed boost, and we fly right into the middle of that pink hue. And then we get our first glimpse at these demons. So obviously they're no longer brutes from Save the World. This time they're demons. They're faceless demons is what it looks like. And they all have the pink hue to them as well. They look up because they see Huntrix flying overhead from this blue majestic glow. You can see they look like shooting stars raining down, and then boom, they explode onto the map in Huntrix fashion. And then they strike this pose right here. This is directly from the movie. Absolutely amazing. You can see all three weapons in hand. It looks just like I'm watching the movie. Like I said, the accuracy of this collaboration is top notch. So then we're treated to some actual gameplay here. This is Rumi, one of the main characters, flying in high above with this sword smash. Boom! Absolutely smites these demons. And then we cut to Zoe grinding on some grind rails. This is actually in the real Battle Royale map. So she chucks down a shield bubble, which is exactly what I was talking about. This is the Golden Han Moon effect. Check that out. So they're striking a pose in there as nothing breaks the barrier because it is a shield bubble. Then we cut to Mira up here, who looks like she's doing a friggin' Kamehameha from the top rope. What is that? She shoots this blast at them. She's got a ramen as the back bling. Okay, so actually that's just the Oni mask teleportation. Speaking of the Oni mask, look, you can see Derpy. They changed the Oni mask to Derpy. He's a fun tiger-like character that delivers messages. I love Derpy. His name is quite literally Derpy. Okay, so let's just watch that again. So it actually looks like she's shooting a Kamehameha, but in reality, like I said, it's the Oni mask. So if you played during the seasons with the Oni masks, well, in fact, they just came back to Blitz Royale not too long ago. You'll know how these work. You shoot it down and you can teleport to that spot, which is cool. So that's pretty much just a reskin of the Oni mask, but one of my favorite mobility devices in the game. And the fact that they made it derpy is just amazing. And then we cut to Mira slurping down on her ramen, extra spicy by the way, and then we got an outer shot of Zoe and Rumi as well, devouring their ramen. And then we go to the title card, Fortnite Kpop Demon Hunters. A sensational trailer to get you hyped for this game mode. Incredible. So the highlight from this trailer is that the entire game is going to be centered around this collaboration. I thought, and probably others thought as well, that it was just going to be this new Demon Rush game mode. But no, as I read to you in the description, it's going to affect Battle Royale, as we saw in the trailer, Blitz, and Reload. All three of the primary game modes in Fortnite. So that is way bigger than I anticipated. But it makes sense, because why just do a limited time game mode when you can affect everything? So I can't help but notice that a lot of these are just reskins. And that kind of makes sense as well, because the movie just came out not too long ago. I mean, I feel like this is a Rush collab, but it's a good Rush. If you haven't seen this movie yet, you gotta at least give it a chance. I didn't think I would like it. I watched it. I was amazed. From the songs, to the mannerisms of the characters, to the plot, to the voice acting, to the singing, everything is just phenomenal. And it makes sense why they would want to rush and get this into Fortnite. But at the same time, if you've been playing Fortnite for a while, you'll know all of these items. So the highlights of the trailer. Number 1, Rumi's empowered sword. We got gameplay of that. Number 2 was Zoe's golden bubble shield. I talked about that. That's the golden Hanmoon. Number 3 is Mira's extra spicy ramen. I'll talk about that in a second. And number 4 is the derpy teleporter mask. So Rumi's empowered sword is obviously just a reskin of the kinetic blade, which I love. The kinetic blade is amazing. Zoe's golden bubble shield is obviously just a reskin of the shield bubble. The derpy teleporter mask is obviously, as mentioned, a reskin of the Void Oni mask. Now, the only thing I'm not 100% sure about is Mira's extra spicy ramen. We can see right here them eating it. At first, I thought this was an emote, but you can see the effect take place after they start drinking it. And some people are speculating this is just a reskin of the Med Mist. So I don't know exactly what that's going to do. I would assume it would give you the chili pepper effect. But again, I can't really tell from this trailer what exactly its effects are. So like I said, I will be getting early access to everything tomorrow morning. And we did get the accessories leaked. So their back blings are pretty lackluster, but it does make sense because they all love ramen. They all have their specific ramen with their names on it, Mira, Rumi, and Zoe. And those are the back blings, as you can see here. And their pickaxes are equivalent to the weapons they use in the actual movie, so that's good. They all have some weird names to them, so I'm going to have to research how to pronounce them all. See, Zoe's looks like a raptor's foot, and then Rumi has the sword, and Mira has that scythe-looking thing. And then we only get one emote. So the only emote is Zoe's thumbs up, and you can see by what it looks like here exactly how it's going to play out. In fact, here's the clip from the movie where she does just that. It always makes me laugh seeing her do the double thumbs up in slow motion like that, but that's exactly what the emote's going to be. So I haven't heard anything about jam tracks or anything like that. As far as I can see, we've got the 3 Huntrix skins, again, Rumi, Mira, Zoe, the 3 ramen back blings, the 3 pickaxes, and the Zoe's thumbs up. That's it. So I don't know if there's going to be jam tracks in the future, or if there's going to be more emotes in the future, or more characters in the future, but that's all we're getting tomorrow. I was really hoping for a derpy glider. I'm not sure why we didn't get a derpy glider. Instead, they opted to make derpy an Oni mask. So, I don't know. Hopefully we get some more stuff in the future for sure. Now, of course, they're all going to have Lego styles. Here's what they're going to look like right here. So, let's see. I kind of like Mira the best. Mira's on the right, Rumi's in the middle, and then Zoe's on the left. I think I mentioned this yesterday, but in terms of the actual skins in Battle Royale, I think Zoe's going to look the best because Mira and Rumi both have very long hair. And Rumi in particular, the one in the center, has a massive ponytail, which is always an issue for skins. And Zoe just has short hair. So I think she's going to play the best, but they all look great. So this collab looks amazing. Even though we didn't get much from this trailer, it still looks great. I was hoping to see a little more of this Demon Rush gameplay. but we just saw a glimpse of it. I was not anticipating, like I said, for other game modes to be affected by this collab, and clearly they are. Now, lastly, we did get a trailer for UEFN as well. So we've got all 3 characters on display, Rumi in the middle, Mira on the top, Zoe on the bottom, marching forward with sheer confidence for sure, hearts flying out everywhere. Then we go to Zoe blowing a kiss here. She's obviously doing emote in the game. Looks pretty good. Then we've got some UEFN stuff. You can place some of the demons, the faceless demons. Here's what they look like in action. Some of them chuck fireballs. Then we got Rumi's sword on display here. Again, this should be just a reskin of the kinetic blade. Here's Mira dancing and Miri's extra spicy ramen. Derpy's right there as well. So let's see if it shows us what this actually does. She pops the lid. She gets the chopsticks. They start slurping it up. Drink the liquid in there as well. But what does it do? It's a med mist effect. We know it's not an emote. I don't know. See, it still doesn't really tell me what it does. I'm not sure how people got the med mist effect out of that, but I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully it gives you the med mist effect plus the red hot chili pepper effect. And then we got the key art at the end. So didn't really show us anything new, but it gives you a glimpse of what you can do in UEFN as well. So all of this arrives tomorrow, the new game mode Demon Rush, all 3 skins, all 3 backblings, all 3 pickaxes, 1 single emote, and apparently no gem tracks as of this time. I can't wait for this. Hopefully you guys are excited as well. Like I said, I'll do a full gameplay and review in the morning. Can't wait. And I'll also showcase this Demon Rush game mode because Horde Rush is my favorite game of all time. And if they made it even better with Demon Rush, I'm going to be in absolute heaven. So there you go. If you're on the fence about buying any of these, be sure to watch my video tomorrow. And if you do opt to buy these, please consider using my Support-A-Creator Code. I use all my earnings from the Support-A-Creator Code program on my daughter and her disability. She has spina bifida myelomeningocele. You can look it up if you want. But that's my code, tabortime, Tabortime. There you go. That's all there is to it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Like is always appreciated. And as mentioned, don't forget to use my Support-A-Creator Code, which is tabortime.